All right, take two. I've now hardwired the computer. It's not over wireless. Hopefully that fixes the issue. We're going to see. There's nobody here because they're all like, oh, his live stream failed, so he's not going to come back. There's one person. So there we go. Yeah, hardwired it now, so it's not using the wireless. Hopefully this works. My God is back. Now, does it sound fine? Does it look fine? Besides the fact it's me. Is everything looking good? Can you hear me? Yeah, this is our first attempt at live streaming on YouTube. We want to try out the super chat. Samuel will be joining me for other ones for sure. So everything looks good now. I need a good verification that everything sounds fine. You can see me. Smooth as Michael Burnham's face. Well, there you go. All right, cool. So yeah, we were basically, what I wanted to talk about was the fact that I know they've established and they've said that it's prime timeline, and that's fine. I mean, that's what they want to go with. We fix the bassy, bumpy sounds. I don't know what that means in our videos. Our videos, I don't know. I thought they sounded fine. Anyway, what I wanted to say was that Discovery, in my opinion, is the Discovery verse. $5 from Ricky. Welcome. Thank you guys for doing this. No problem. We're going to do many more of these. This is just the first one. This is the test. I want to see how it goes. And yeah. So anyway, Discovery Verse is hey, Random is here. Random Game User 42. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. I'm personally going to call it the Discovery Verse, just like the JJ Verse, Kelvin Verse, whatever you want to call it. Discovery Verse is its own thing. It's a very awesome reboot of a show. And if you look at it that way, it's perfectly fine. I wish they would say that officially. Trek yards are going to have a lot to fit the Discovery with is the prime timeline. Yeah, exactly. They can't fix it based on what they've done. They can't have it be a prime timeline. There's just no way about it. Oh, sorry about the bumping and stuff. Sorry. Discovery Verse is prime only if TOS is not prime. Exactly. We can agree to disagree about it being a different verse. Well, no, it's fine. I still acknowledge the fact that it's prime timeline, prime universe. But my personal way that I'm going to describe it now is Discovery Verse, because it is its own thing and it's pretty fantastic. Wow, there's so many people chiming in here. Hello, everyone. Can I use Discoverse for short? Disco dancing. Sure, why not? Discoverse is fine. Discoveryverse works for me. I like Discoveryverse as well. Well, for me personally, Discovery is a nice sci-fi series, but not Star Trek series. Yes and no. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I see where you're coming with that, but I still watched every review here. I also watched the Super Angry Doomcock reviews. I like seeing both opinions. Well, thank you, Random. Yeah, I talked about Doomcock a few minutes ago when I tried my first live stream here. Great guy. I'm glad he's watching Trek Yards again. As I said, to not watch Trek Yards, to watch all of our content, because we do Discovery stuff and we point out the good and the bad, to stop watching a channel because they kind of try to be diplomatic and you miss all their other content is, in my opinion, stupid. So I'm glad he's back on the Trek Yards bandwagon. So young minds, fresh ideas, be tolerant. Exactly. What watch are you wearing? It's a skeleton watch. It's Armatron. It's one that Sylvia got for me when we first started dating. Awesome watch. It's one of the it doesn't need a battery. I forget what they're called. Discovery make Kirk look like a fool, which he is not. He would know about everything, even remotely turning invisible. He uses tactics that's around him and is not building them on the fly. Does it transform? It does not transform. It is... That's funny. Oh, there's so many comments here, guys. Sorry for if I missed you. Just I'll try to get them all. But what are your thoughts on Quentin Tarantino's Star Trek film? Oh my God, I love Quentin Tarantino. I love the fact that he's a Star Trek fan. I do not want to see a Quentin Tarantino Star Trek movie. That just does not make me happy. That makes me mad that people don't watch here because you guys are trying to be diplomatic. You guys always point out the good and the bad, and usually there's a lot more bad than good. But you know, there are some things that they do right. So to glaze that over with it's just paint it with one big brush that it's awful is, yeah, it bothers me a little bit. But I agree that Disco is not Prime. Would there be a divergence point like in the JJ films, or is it its own universe? I'd say it's its own universe. I don't know. Hi, Captain. From what I've seen, most of the people that don't like Disco is because they believe that Trek is and should always be a period piece, which I disagree with. I agree with that to some degree. I mean, Doug Drexler has a good point, and James Cawley, people like that, that yes, they have treated it as a period piece. And I think that's personally the way it should be. I do understand the updated aesthetics, though, and making it for a modern audience. I don't have a problem with that as long as it's done correctly. You can make the TOS Enterprise interior look fantastic, but still hold very true to that original look. You can have the bridge look exactly the same, except for little jelly bean buttons. Just have little floating holograms above the black panel that are the same color as the jelly bean buttons, and they're like tactile little holograms. From a cursory view, they would look exactly the same. That's how you update something to look modern without, totally changing the aesthetics of it. And just little tiny, about that far off that's the surface, just little holograms, little square hologram buttons, like the jelly bean buttons. But you know what I mean? And change the lighting a little bit. I mean, the lighting was a little bit harsh in TOS, but that's just the way they did TV then. So modern filming techniques, that bridge looks fantastic. When we went to Ticonderoga and we filmed on the Ticonderoga Bridge with proper lighting effects, the old sets look fantastically beautiful. It's not that harsh lighting that they did in the 60s. So yeah, you can reimagine something and can hold true to the original. So I think it should be a period piece, but slightly updated. Dramatic changes like they're doing are not welcome, in my opinion. But that's just me. Wow, I missed a lot of stuff. Discovery is the first thing in Trek that genuinely makes me angry to discuss. I've skipped a couple of your videos about it, but I watch most of your content. Well, yeah, thank you. I understand you don't. But even in the videos that we talk about Discovery, we always point out the good and bad. There's always something there for people that like it and people that don't. I don't understand this not watching something because... But anyway. Trek yards, I'm still not over the Klingons. They should be human-like in their appearance because of the augment virus that swept the Empire. Well, I think they have the opportunity to include that. Have the augmented, smooth-headed Klingons, the Imperial Klingons that we all know and love from TNG and all that, and then these new breed of Klingons. They can have them all. We've done a whole video on that, how they can handle that Klingon story arc and fix it and bring it back to that Prime universe kind of thing. So for the most part, I do like what they've done. Oh my God. Sorry, I'm missing a lot of stuff. You guys are really coming at me, which is cool. I love that, but I just can't keep up with it all. So I apologize if I miss anybody. I don't mean to. It's not that I'm ignoring anybody, but instead we got double dip Klingons. Yeah, don't even start me on that. Keep it together, Captain. I'll try. You are not doing too bad for your first stream. Well, thank you. I do live streams all the time on Facebook, so I'm totally used to it. It's just trying to keep up with all these. Got a lot more viewers on here than I ever do on Facebook, and we want to try out the super chats. We want to try out the YouTube live thing, because Samuel and myself are going to come on and we're going to do live discussions with you guys back and forth and try to get more interactive with you guys. That's something I think we want to do. We want to plan to do on a weekly basis, so you guys know, roughly the time that we'll be doing it, and you guys can tune in, and we'll try to make sure that you guys are aware of that. But this is just the first test run, so thank you guys for bearing with me. 129 people. So I'm seize the day. I don't know, man. I would like to say our client species. Oh my God, please click that guy. Well, he's just showing that he's an asshole, so. He has been removed, so there you go. Did Overlord DVD get back to you guys so you can have a decent discussion with him about your discovery points of view? So that's Doomcock. Yeah, I've been talking to Doomcock. He wants to come on and chat Trek with us, so that's cool. You're a brave man for taking this on, buddy. I'm keeping out of this piranha pit. Hopefully you got a cold one to get over. Yeah, I've got a cold beer upstairs. I'll enjoy that later. I'm just saying, it's got its good and its bad, as does all Trek. Sure, this one's maybe not in that normal Trek groove. It's way off on the sidelines. But there's one or two things they do that, like we've said, it's kind of like Stockholm Syndrome. They do so much wrong that when they do something right, you're like, oh, that's not bad. They actually did not bad there. But it's worth pointing out the good and the bad in all of it. So, we got to be diplomatic, because we know a lot of people that work for CBS, a lot of people that are involved in all forms of official Trek. So we need to, not totally be like, we hate Discovery, blah, blah, blah. We're not the biggest fans of it, but we do point out the good and the bad. So do you think Discovery has made too many changes in typical Starfleet decisions to revive the series in season 2? I think they have. Something drastic could happen. I thought the same thing with Enterprise. The Temporal Cold War could have explained why the events of Enterprise kind of messed with the established, at that point, canon. It never really came full circle and did that, but it has the opportunity to. So, yeah, they can definitely fix things with good writing, and that's all they need. So, oh boy. I hate the premise more than the execution. Discovery, if you just give the Klingons hair, I'll pretend to ignore the content. Just give them hair, please. I could be on board with Discovery if they just got rid of Burnham and made the ensemble cast show. Yeah, see, that's the other thing. I liked Saru the first couple episodes, and then Saru's character kind of went downhill for me. Kind of lost his spark. Lorca, I always liked Lorca. Even when I found it was Mirror Universe Lorca, I thought that was cool. I do want to see a Prime Lorca at some point, but yeah. I don't mean a little hate. I mean a lot of hate for Discovery. I heard that from Walking Dead might be a new captain in the 4th JJ Trek movie. Have you heard anything like that? I haven't heard anything like that. No, I have not. Season 1 is about testing Starfleet values. Why fix things when you can just not care? Well, there you go. Would the Star Trek Online storyline make a good series? I think it would. Although it's already been all fleshed out, so we already know what's going to happen. That's the problem. See, something post-Nemesis, post-Voyager would be really fantastic. And a lot of the ship designs from Discovery, actually all of Discovery, the whole premise, the whole series, even the weird Klingons, could be explained in a post-Nemesis timeline, prime timeline. The ship designs would be fantastic. Even the new Spore drive would be kind of cool. So I think there was a big misstep going back in time and doing another prequel, but it is what it is. So the best character in Discovery was the Tribble on Lorca's desk. Well, there you go. I don't know who will play Spock. Haven't heard. Hopefully they don't screw that up too much. I feel like Discovery follows on from Enterprise, and it's Enterprise that broke the Prime timeline. Yeah, see, I said that all along too. When Enterprise first started, they did so many missteps. The fact that the NX-01 isn't on the wall in the Next Generation, and the 5th starship to bear the name, even though it would have been the 6th, things like that. But then I thought, okay, well, the Temporal Cold War, they can explain all this. There's a reason. Yeah, but yeah, I agree. Discovery is the perfect progression from Enterprise, and that makes perfect sense. So I don't know. Spore Drive was terrible. Do you think the producers are afraid to go forward in time beyond Nemesis? See, that's what I was just kind of talking about. Because of the events of Star Trek Online and how it's officially CBS licensed, so it's sort of canon, I think they are afraid to do that. I don't agree with shoehorning something into the existing timeline, though. Why do that? Either have its own universe, like the JJ verse, or put it in a future time. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many possibilities. Even just saying it's an alternate timeline. This is our new, revised, rebooted retake on the original series with a different ship, taking the helm, would have been fine. Everybody would have been like, okay, cool. That's cool. This is a cool looking universe. This is neat. But I think of Enterprise as a hollow simulation because the last episode, they also mentioned Chef and never showed him in the series. In my head, it was Riker all along. Well, yeah. Let's see here. I love your channel. It is the best Trek channel on YouTube. Well, thank you, Mike. We try. But yeah, we are controversial because we don't say we hate something. And so all of the people that hate Discovery don't want to watch us because, they're just kissing the CBS's asses. And all the people who like Discovery are like, wow, look at them. They don't like this thing about the show that I really love. So I'm not going to watch them. So you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. We're taking the middle road. We're diplomatic. Like I said, we talk about the good and the bad of everything. When we do our review discussions, our episode reviews, we point out, okay, this falls in line with canon. This doesn't. This is wrong. This looks awful. This looks great. This looks like it should. We try to be diplomatic. So you can't please everybody. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. And, to keep our content new and fresh, we need to talk about Discovery because it's the current thing. So wow, they're just pouring in now. Thank you guys for joining me on this, but wow. I should show you guys too. Experimenting with some product. Here's a sweatshirt. This is double XL. So yeah. And of course our Trek Yards t-shirts. These are things that will be available soon from the Trek Yards store. We do have a limited edition run of Trek Yards t-shirts right now. Let's see if I can get the link for you guys to put in here. But yeah, gotta go. Bye. See you, Nathan. I just arrived from Lore Reloaded, so I'm feeling a little Discovery ready. Oh, what's Lore Reloaded talking about today? I'm interested. He's a good guy. I like Lore Reloaded. Where are these shirt things? All right. So, sorry, guys. Yeah, so like I kind of said at the beginning of this, if you missed it, I'm looking forward to calling it the Discoveryverse from now on. At least that's my take on it. It is Prime. They've said that. That's fine. We'll go with that. Yay. But is it Is it really Prime? What happened to my live stream? Is it really Prime? I don't think so. We don't have a store yet, no. We are working on merchandise and stuff. But if you guys are interested, let me know. You can private message me. We're going to have comm badges, shirts, a few other things available. So if anybody wants a big, nice, like I said, these sample ones are 2XL. They're nice and comfy. But the logo is actually a little too low on them from this company. It kind of sits like down here. It should be up here higher. But there's only one option for where to place it when you order the shirts. So we need to look to get more of these. But yeah, anyway, so look forward to those in the future. They could do a series on the temporal Cold War from the point of view of the 31st century Starfleet and explain all the different timelines. Hey, that'd be cool. Temporal investigations show. I'm a medium, not XL. Wow, we're gonna have all the sizes available. I'm just saying these are the sample ones. So, is there any news as to when Axanar will be completed? Not that I've heard. Haven't been in contact with anybody on that in that camp because it's just not something that we want to be involved in. So haven't really heard anything. So no. Foley, why perpetuate the myth that headcanon is greater than on-screen canon? I'm not perpetuating that myth. People just automatically assume that anyway. I know it's not our franchise. It's theirs. They can do what they want with it. And that's fine. But yeah. Is Patrick Stewart coming back? No idea. You've heard the rumors. We've heard the same rumors. We don't have any other insights or leads into that. So no way to tell. No way to tell. Is this a super chat? How do you do that? Oh, that's Samuel. He's there. Hey, Samuel. Yes, this is a super chat. There's a little money thing in the bottom. You click that and you can donate, and then whoever donates gets their comment pinned to the top, and we get to read it or whatever. But yeah, so Samuel's here. I'm just doing this test run of the live Samuel so that we can see how it goes. Unfortunately, haven't got a lot of donations or super chats because I'm not really sure if that's working or not. But I think we had one for $5 and one for $1, but I'm not sure how to check on that. Anyway, that's fine. So yeah, so I mean that's where we're going to wrap it up, I guess. Discovery, I think it's its own verse, its own universe. We'll still report on what fits into Prime, what doesn't, things like that. But we, like I said, we're very middle of the road. We point out the good, we point out the bad, we point out the ugly, and yeah, it's working. We're all just cheap. That's fine. We just love engaging with you guys and talking to you guys, so that's totally understandable. And I can't wait for Orville to come back. And once Orville and Discovery are back, we're going to be doing our Orville and Discovery episode reviews again as well. So stay tuned for those. There, $5 from Luke9511. Thank you. Greetings from the USS Saratoga, and thanks for all you do. Well, thank you for the $5, and thank you for being a viewer and a supporter. Captain Foley, do you think that you could revive Star Trek by introducing the Federation is dying like they did in the beginning of Insurrection? Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I don't know. Will you do a Discoverse Foley class? No. Oh, random game user 42, $2. Thank you very much. Love Trek Yards, hate Discovery. This works. Thank you. Much appreciated. Will Spore Drive make a return? I'm sure they'll use it a few times. I don't think it's going to be a regular common thing anymore. Why is Stamets even there? He was the one that developed the technology. Why is he on the ship? He's not the he's not the chief engineer. So I don't know. Plus he's got the cool implants now. So Everything about STD seems like it should be post-Voyager. It really seems like putting in a TOS was something the executive made them do. Exactly. And we've said that all along, too. It would fit everything. The story, the Klingons, the visual aesthetics, the new spore drive tech, that would all work beautifully in a post-Nemesis, post-Voyager, Star Trek Prime timeline. There would be no questions asked. Be like, oh, where did these new Klingons come from? Oh, okay, there's an explanation why they look like that. That's fine. But yeah, it's just like I said, shoehorning something into an existing timeline is just the wrong way to go about things. I don't know why CBS does that kind of thing. They need to stop. Just move on in the timeline, or say flat out, boom, this is a new alternate reality. It's its own thing. And I'd be like, oh, wow, that's cool. That new Enterprise is fantastic. This new look of this new Federation is beautiful. Uniforms, I'm a huge fan of, and the holograms but anyway, I'd still be like, it's its own thing. That's fine. $4.99 from Thomas Potts. Janeway will help the Borg if she finds out about Spore Drive. Thank you very much, Thomas. What are your opinions on the post-TOS pre-TNG show or movie using Ambassador class technology and aesthetics? That'd be fantastic. The Lost era, that'd be awesome. I want to see something between Star Trek 6 and TNG. I would love to see that, because the Ambassador class is one of my favorite designs. I love that era. I love the uniforms still. It's just beautiful. I would love to see something in there for sure. That's something that they could do. It is shoehorning stuff into the timeline, but there's enough of a big enough gap there that they could make it fit beautifully, you know. Gabriel Ferris, $2. Thank you. They need a new miniseries, Death of Janeway. Aw, I kind of like Janeway. She has a Munchkin voice, but other than that, she's not so bad. He doesn't seem to get the credit he deserves. He set the standard. Who are we talking about? I must have missed something. Yeah. Pillar definitely had his moments. Oh, Michael Pillar. Now, a show with a constellation and constant breakdowns would be cool. LOL. Yeah, hey, there you go. Ricky, do you know all the stuff he did behind the scenes? If they did an Ambassador era show, a lot of people would still complain. Absolutely, they would. There's no way everything would make sense in canon on a tech level. I know. And they've, like we've pointed out before, Star Trek in all of its forms has made mistakes as far as technology-wise or referencing-wise or chronology-wise. They all make their little tiny mistakes. And we point those out. And we do the same thing with Discovery. So that's what we're trying to say, is we're fair. We try to, make sure that you guys get the best fairest view of Discovery. M. William Feria for $5. Thank you very much. They could explain the new Klingons via technobabble. They tried to fix the augment virus and went way too far. Yeah, we've actually pointed that out before. We have a whole video talking about the Klingons and how they can fix it. And yeah, that was one of our theories, was that they were tried to repair the augment virus, but it went too far and it mutated and turned them into these elongated heads and lost all their hair. And only a certain percentage of the population looks like that, because there are still smooth-headed Klingons. There are still the regular Klingons. And that's something that could easily be fixed by good writing and could very much fit into the Prime timeline. Absolutely. Saquest is here, but there is a difference between loving mistakes and enjoying the product and blatant mistakes. True. So, fans were nitpicking back in the 60s, so nothing new there. They've been nitpicking all along. It's just a lot louder now because of the internet. Even when TNG came out, it was very much a thing. So, but it was just not as heard of. I remember when TNG was coming out, I heard, oh, why they have a French captain? And I myself, as a little kid, even made fun when I was talking to my brothers. I'm like, yeah, he'll twirl his little mustache and wear a beret, And I'm like, at the time, I even said, why do they even need a starship? Why can't they just beam planet to planet? The technology would be so far advanced. It's just dumb. Then JJ stole that idea from me like years later. But, sorry, just talking to my daughter. So, 10 pounds from Daniel. Thank you. Scotty will board the Discovery, remove a part from the spore drive, and then it will never work again like the Excelsior. You're my favorite Trek fan, Captain Foley. Keep being you. Well, thank you very much. That means a lot. The 10 pounds is awesome as well. But yeah, I'm always just me. The me you see on camera is the me you would meet at a convention. Unless I'm in a bad mood, then I'll be a little bit quieter, but I'll still be me. So thank you very much. What order would you suggest people watch this Star Trek series? Ooh, don't start with TOS. If you're introducing someone, don't start with TOS. I'm sorry. Start with TNG. Yeah, that's rough. I don't know. That's a tough decision because every series has its own awful episodes that I just see. When I see them, I cringe. I go, oh my God, I don't want anybody to see this. I'm a Star Trek fan. So yeah, that's rough. I'd say start with TNG. It's the most loved. It's the most universally. It brings everybody into the fold, and then you can kind of branch off from there, go where you want to go. Do Voyager, Deep Space Nine, then go TOS. Because after they see Trials and Tribulations and stuff, you can go introduce them to TOS. And yeah, but TOS, don't start with that for people that expect modern standards. No. Luke9511, $2. Thank you very much, Luke. TOS over TNG, but Picard over Kirk. Picard's more of a Renaissance man than Kirk, but yeah. I prefer Cisco personally as a captain to those guys. I think Cisco is a good blend between the two, Picard and Kirk. Hi, Captain Foley. Sorry you keep on missing me. LOL. I'm from Scotland. Hello, Scottish Trekkie. Send me a private message on Facebook or whatever. I'll have to add you as a friend. If you have your own YouTube channel, I would love to watch it. But yes, sorry. Hey, how's it going? I'm part Scottish, part Irish, part German, so. Random Gamer User 42. I'd skip some of the first and second season of TNG even. Yes, there's a few that are kind of cringeworthy, but yeah, I'd agree with that. Every Trek series film is an alternate timeline reality, given the amount of time travel episodes throughout the franchise. Mm-hmm. Cisco is the best captain. Jeff, the Iron Wolf, agrees with me. Cisco is a pompous ass with a literal god complex, says Toby. Yeah, true. That's true. Well, yeah. Picard is more of a bigot than Cisco. Cisco was awesome. Start with the Corbinite maneuver, then skip around. Yeah, I'd agree with that too. If you're going to start TOS, there's certain ones you should watch first, and then other ones you can never watch and be fine with. But Pike is the best captain. Well, we haven't seen a lot of Pike, but Pike seemed like a good captain, absolutely. Yeah. That should be a whole discussion, but when Samuel and myself do one of these together, that should be one of our first topics. Who's the best captain in Star Trek? I love getting your interactions on screen. I love seeing that. Like I said, I've done a lot of lives on Facebook, but I never get this many viewers, and this is really cool. So I'm really having fun here. Doomcock should be ashamed of what he has done. That's why I don't listen to guys like him. Trekyards has a professional job of representing what Star Trek is. Yeah, well, Doomcock, he's entertaining. He's a very, very talented guy. But yeah, he does go a little too hardline for me. But, I still enjoy watching his videos. They make me chuckle from time to time. And like I said, he's talented. Does a lot of voices, does a lot of cool stuff. I can really respect the guy. But yeah. Picard was stuffy in a way, but I still like him. Cisco is such a badass, though. Yeah, absolutely. We need a new Captain Pike series. A Captain Pike series I would watch. I actually donated to that Captain Pike fan film way back when, and then never got any of my perks, never got anything. I was really disappointed in that, but it is what it is. It's the hit and miss world of donating for fan films. So, which is why you should donate to Trekyards. Go over to Patreon/Trekyards. Links in the description of all of our videos, and you can support us on a monthly basis because we put out daily content pretty much, and it's always new, it's always exciting, it's always relevant, it's always cool. Some of it could be boring, I guess, but anyway, we've already proven what we can do, what we do, so we're not like a risk as far as donating your money to get more Trek content. So just thought I'd put that out there. Tilly was hot in a strange way. I absolutely love Tilly. She's super hot. And not in a strange way. She reminds me exactly of my wife Sylvia. The curly red hair. When I met Sylvia, she had curly red hair. She's kind of that awkward, nerdy, smart geek. It's awesome. I love Tilly with a passion. Ricky, $2. Cisco punched a god and became a god himself. Punched Q. Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. Beaming between planets equals Iconians. Besides, Star Trek without ships would be a little flat, like early DS9. And there would also be no Trek yards either. No ships, no yards to build service them. Well, there you go. I love Tilly. She's the best part of Discovery. I agree. I think Tilly's fantastic. Captain Killy. Hits me right where they need to hit me. I liked Archer. Wow, Captain April is actually here. Hi, Robert. Tilly taught my 5-year-old to say fuck. Thanks, Tilly. Wow. Yeah, but Tilly's character's on the autism spectrum, I think. So I think that they're trying to say that, yeah, the word's kind of been phased out by that point, but some people would still say it as a, I don't know. I could be reaching there, but at least you didn't see Tilly's boobs. I mean, you saw Klingon boobs, so you can't blame that on Tilly. Roberto Sorez, $5. Thank you very much, Roberto, sorry. If Spock appears in Discovery, should he be emotive as he was in the cage? That's a good question. I think no. That was a real, just getting their footing. They didn't know what they were doing with the character yet. So no, I think that's something that should be retconned to be like he was more stoic and logical, not as emotional. So no. Yeah. She's just got character and isn't a clone. One of my issues with Discovery is the swearing. This is coming from me. I curse like a sailor. Oh, random. Klingon boobs. Where has real Mystique boobs? Same thing. Luke says, agreed, random really killed the show for me. Yeah, I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it personally. But Stuart Foley is the best captain, says Virginia Cook. Well, I think a lot of people would disagree with you there. I think so. Klingon boobs equals kloobs. Could be indeed. Let's do the time warp again. Oh my God, this is so fun doing these lives. Ricky, I've got the books too. Captain Foley would probably really enjoy them. I missed what books we're talking about. 5-year mission books. Ah, okay. Yes. I've got some of them as well, so. I think I have the first one. I don't know. Let's start a new movement. Hashtag Tilly boobs. I don't want to be associated with that. I mean, as much as I would like that, I don't want to be like, oh, this hashtag Tilly boobs started on a Trek Yards live stream. No. It's just Captain Foley, by the way. Samuel's not here to help him defend himself. So the swearing and the nudity feel at a place in Trek for me. Had it been in the Orville, I'd be fine. I agree with that to some degree. Yeah, no need for nudity in Trek, I don't think at all. Swearing, the odd swear word here and there. Even Data says shit. I mean, you know what it is. It's just a thing. It's like when I first watched an episode of Game of Thrones, the excessive nudity was what killed it for me. I don't mind a little, but it was too much. See, I haven't even watched Game of Thrones, but I've seen some of the nude scenes in the supercut or whatever. So I tend to agree with you on that. But Captain Foley is the best captain ever. You understand, mister? Oh, Jay Aldridge is here. Thank you, Jay. Me slowly stalks away from the Tilly boobs. Jesus. The big problem with the F-bomb is that it wasn't an earned moment. It was just an excuse to actually drop a swear word. Yeah, it wasn't like something, they just saved the ship or something, and it's like, oh my God, or whatever. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think that speaks to Tilly's character, that she's kind of awkward and, not, she's, like I said, she's on the autism spectrum. She's not socially comfortable. So she would say things like that as just being awkward. If you'd be in between planets, you wouldn't need ships anymore. No ships, no Trek yards. Unthinkable. I know, it's unfathomable. I wish you two would have PayPal. I don't need another company. Have my credit card info. Oh, that's a good point. I agree. The F-bomb wasn't earned. It was gratuitous. Yes. Plus, in Game of Thrones, it's often used to show something about a character, not for the sake of it. Sex is part of humanity. And shrugs. Captain April, I agree with you. If she had dropped the F-bomb at a very high tension moment, it would have been good. Yes. Would a Vulcan's equivalent of autism be socially comfortable? You never know. I mean, that's acceptable. That could be. Picard even dropped a few French swear words in TNG. Well, there you go. Do you think Brent Spiner will return as Eric soon, given his background in genetic sciences he used to extend his life and use the augment virus storyline and Discovery to explain or fix the Klingons? I kind of hope they don't do that. Just pulling in other Trek actors just because it bothers me. As directors, I mean, they're fantastic. A lot of the TNG cast that have, and even Voyager, that have directed episodes of Trek do a fantastic job. So have them aboard as directors, but I don't think pulling in other Trek actors for the sake of just having a Trek actor present in your show is a great idea necessarily. So anyway, I'm going to have to get going soon because I'm going to have to pick up my daughter from work very soon. So I'd like to thank all you guys for coming. We hit about 150. It was pretty much our average. And thank you guys for all the great comments, great discussion. This has been really fun. It tends to go off the rails and off topic pretty quickly. I've noticed that when I've watched a few live streams of other people, and that's fine. I just love interacting with you guys and having that ability. And like I said, Samuel and myself will be doing these on a hopefully a regular basis, or at least a semi-regular basis. We'll announce when it's happening so that you guys can come on and join us and talk about specific discussions. Thank you, Scottish Trekkie. Please do that. And have discussions with you guys in real time. This is really fun. I'm really enjoying this. I didn't think it would be this fun. So I'd like to thank YouTube. I'd like to thank all of you guys out there, all you viewers. It's fantastic. I look forward to doing a lot more of these with you guys because a lot of times I have a spare hour or so in the afternoon that I don't have anything to do. I mean, I've always got something to do, but I don't want to do it. So this is the best way to kill my time is to spend time with you guys. Luke9511, $5 again. Thank you for the live stream, Captain. You have an awesome week and take care. Well, thank you, Luke. You as well have an awesome week. And please be safe out there. Live long and prosper, Captain Foley. Live on and prosper, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to get going now. This has been a successful live Trek Yards stream, so hopefully we're going to be doing a lot more of these. Thank you for producing Trek Yards. Well, thank you for watching Trek Yards, because without you guys, there would be no Trek Yards. So anyway, guys, this has been great, but I am going to say goodbye, and I'll talk to you all very soon. So look forward to more live Trek Yards episodes coming out soon. Bye, guys.